Bank of America's home ownership commitment. So today we're going to go through a few programs that we have available. Top here, you'll see that we have America's Home Grant, which gives us up to $7,500 in assistance for closing. We'll get into details on that on the next slide. Next here, we have a down payment assistance program where we give you up to 3% or $10,000, whichever is less. And that's for the purchase of your home. Additionally, we have a down payment, a mortgage program that we offer where you can use as little as 3% as a down payment. Now, if we put those two together, look, if we have something up there for 3%, up to $10,000, and the minimum requirement for a down payment is 3%, then we can start to see how this benefits us. To start, this 3% down payment program, it's our affordable loan solutions. This is the one where we offer as little as 3% down. There is mortgage insurance required, so anytime you use less than 20% as a down payment, there's a requirement for us to pay the lender an additional insurance policy called mortgage insurance, and that's a feature of this loan. Co-applicants who don't live with you can help you qualify for this mortgage program. So I want to help my mom buy a home, but I don't plan on living there with her, but I can help her with my income if I had extra income to help her with. Additional approved grant programs and gift funds are available for this program. Income limits do apply depending on the area that you choose to purchase in. And here's an important one, the one down at the bottom. Non-permanent resident aliens, same terms as US citizens. What this really caters to is those who have a work permit but don't have citizenship yet. The grant programs that Bank of America offers, there are two. The one on your left-hand side here is America's Home Grant. We give you up to $7,500 in closing costs. That is non-taxable, and we have to either use it or lose it. So if your closing costs are going to be $5,000, we didn't have an opportunity to use all $7,500. And believe me, there's ways that we can, either by purchasing the rate down. But the takeaway from that is we either use it or lose it. So we wanted to make sure we take full advantage of the $7,500. It can be combined with other grants. And there are no tax implications on this. This is a lender credit that we just give to you to offset closing costs. On the right-hand side, you'll see one, the down payment grant. You must be a first-time home buyer for this grant program. And I forgot to mention on this America's Home Grant, going back to the $7,500, you don't have to be a first-time home buyer. You can use that. But on this next one, you do have to be a first-time home buyer. It can be combined with other grant programs, so it could be combined with the $7,500 and other approved or eligible grants offered by other institutions, nonprofits. And it is taxable. This one, we will issue a 1099 miscellaneous form, and you would have to report that on your taxes. Now, this is a lot of information, and as I get closer to the end, I'm going to tie this into a story and how it applies. So I want you to be patient. Again, we're just going to emphasize how we use these programs. We have $7,500 in assistance for closing. We have another $10,000 or up to $10,000 in assistance for down payment. And we can use our loan program with as little as 3% down. Now, I'm going to tie this into a story, and I'll tell you how we were able to use this with one of our clients. We had a client who was newly employed by ViewSonic. It's a company out here in Brea. And he was working for a smaller firm in the same industry. He ended up going through the home buyer education course just like you, and he was introduced to us through one of these events. What we were able to do for that gentleman is he was relatively new in the workforce, but that didn't matter because he had already compiled and worked on his credit, like the lady from experience said, and he had already established a minimum down payment. What we ended up doing with him is we used our grant for $7,500. We combined it with our $10,000 grant. In addition to that, he used the local community assistance program for $110,000. So his combined total in down payment assistance and closing cost assistance was $127,500. And this was just last year. So this is a new, I would call him relatively young gentleman, 20 some odd years old. And he was able to establish home ownership by using some of the programs available out here. So with that, we're gonna have plenty of time for questions later today. I could be contacted here, but along with me, we have Sam and Alex who will be out there answering questions regarding all of the grant programs and how we can combine them for you. So again, I thank you for your time. And well, I really hope you guys the best, and I hope we can work together here shortly.
Good morning and welcome. I congratulate you on your interest in, pursuing home buying. Many believe it is the greatest opportunity to build wealth in the country by far. So my congratulations there. Citibank is committed in community and community lending. We support communities by sponsoring things like the 샬롬 Center, a great counseling center, and efforts throughout the community. We've, since 2020, invested millions of dollars in communities throughout the US. We also, with that, have designed certain loan programs specifically for supporting communities. So, what is the biggest hurdle in buying a home? In my opinion, the greatest hurdles are your house payment, how it's affordable, and with a lender, how much you can qualify for. And the second challenge or obstacle is the money. The money for buying a home, both in the down payment and the closing costs. Our programs are designed to try to meet both of those needs. First, let me say that in community lending with Citibank, it's not eligible for all customers. Customers need to be eligible, and you're either eligible, depending on the county and the location that you're buying in, either by your income, which between LA and Orange County is an income less than $130,000 or $150,000, but it will be specific to the location you're buying in. So if your income is less than that, then you're eligible for the program in any property that you look for. But there's a second way to be eligible, and that is to be eligible by buying a property that is in a low or moderate census tract or census area. Now, low to moderate may have, some negative connotations. The government defines in the census, when they do the census for the United States, 4 criteria on income for area. They can say it's an upper income area, a middle income area, a moderate income level area, or a low income level. And roughly, just less than half of the properties all around this area in LA County and Orange County, because it's either on one side of the coin or the other, half the properties that you'll see may be eligible as a low to moderate census tract home. If the property is a low to moderate census tract home, it doesn't matter what your income is. There are no income limits. You could be making $500,000 a year and you can still benefit by these programs. So our first program is the actual loan. We call it our home run, and this addresses the affordability. This loan requires no mortgage insurance. Now let me make a note about mortgage insurance. There's private mortgage insurance, which everyone calls PMI. But also there's government mortgage insurance, which basically is an FHA loan. Both of those mortgage insurances, either private or government, will charge you hundreds more per month. And in FHA's case, will charge you thousands of dollars just to be granted the loan. So in this program, we eliminate the mortgage insurance, normally required for someone putting less than 20% down. It's available for 3% down to a limit this year of $832,500, and it's eligible with 5% down up to $1.249 million. Now, our program on the home run, we offer it for persons that are going to occupy the property, but you do not need to be a first-time buyer. You can even own a house now. Just when we give you the home run loan and you buy something new, you cannot own another home. So you can be moving from a house that you're selling and buying something new and still be eligible. We offer this on 1-unit and 2-unit properties. You can buy a duplex with this and rent out the second unit, which would help you with your income. We offer it on single-family homes, condominiums, planned unit developments, all properties. And even with condominiums, we have some non-warrantable guidelines that allow for unique condos. And of course, again, the big benefit is the mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance, just so you know, I know we have a wide range of people here, but it could be $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 a month just for that insurance, which we eliminate. Our second program is our lender-paid assistance. Our lender-paid assistance is up to $7,500, and it's a true grant. It's money that you can use, and you're not taxed on it. It must be applied only to closing costs. It is not part of the down payment. Now, this $7,500 grant we can use on a single family, a duplex, triplex, or 4 units. You can use it as long as you're eligible for the loan programs. We can also use it with our home run loan, but the $7,500 is a separate program. You can use it with an FHA loan, a conventional loan, a jumbo loan, or a government loan, whether it's FHA and VA. So it's a true grant applying towards your closing costs. In closing, let me say we urge you to come and work with us. I'm outside as well as my other cohorts that are loan officers. As the woman from experience said, and I will make one change to that, work with your lender early, months before you plan to shop for a home or make offers, because there are many things that we can help guide you through, such as getting that credit report that is free, analyzing your credit without pulling it as a loan application, pre-qualification through all of the parameters of how much you're going to be paying, how much your cost would be, prospective loan programs and all of those things. And if you wanted to move forward then and be approved, we offer pre-approval. Both pre-qualification and pre-approvals with Citibank are at no cost, no commitment. So we're here to help you. Again, I congratulate you on your interest today, and come and talk to us here outside.